Hello, my beautiful trap babies. It's your favorite spiritual pusher, Queen Celine, and this is a message for all my singles, okay? I'm like, I gotta find a way to break down these love readings because, you know what, at this point, right, okay? So with that being said, this is for my singles, okay? Whatever comes out as we shuffle. Let's see. So to all my OG subscribers, I love you and I love you deep. Welcome back to the trap. Okay, I'm glad you're here for this re-up. And if you're brand new here, he, she, they, them, and all of my readings, flip it, twist it, reverse it, however you need to. However, if it do not fit, do not make it stick. Why the fuck? This is for my number one. You remember that song? That's LL Cool J, right? I think I might have been in middle school. I might be a little younger. I don't know, but it's giving like, remember that song? I don't know how it goes, but I'm gonna love you better. Who was that? LL Cool J and Joe? Who was that? And when your friends are saying so, you think there's nothing else you can. I'm gonna love you better. Do you think I meant to hurt you? No. Do you think I meant to hurt you? No. Somebody lying. Oh my gosh. That was fucking disgusting. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, somebody lying. Hold on. Y'all, I lie to you not. The way that my throat chakra, the way this phlegm just came up out of my throat chakra was fucking crazy. I had to go wash my hands and get my life in order. I did take some sea moss, but right, somebody lying. This is for my singles. What do my singles need to know and love, honey? What's coming towards my singles? I got so many different songs in my head. Now the song I got in my head is, damn. What was, and then it's all songs that I'm like, bitch, what? And we gonna make it, baby. What the fuck is that song? Y'all, hold on again. Messages. Something about music. We got all these throwbacks. Hold on. We about to get this. Hold on. Y'all, I just went down a whole fucking rabbit hole because I could not think of the song. So LL Cool J, Love You Better. Y'all, I promise you I'm so glad I didn't start this fucking reading because I just spent 35 minutes. I'm about to say J. Cole. LL Cool J, Love You Better. Something about that song. And then the other song, this is what took me so long. Smiles in South Star. And apparently, Smiles is gone. They're not even a thing anymore. And so I had to save my phone like this. So I was literally trying to look it up on my TV because I don't have two phones. Okay, I don't got no iPad. I need to level up, right? So it took me a minute to find it, and so it was like 15 years ago. And I'm like, right, because I knew it was a long time ago. But it's the song Smiles in South Star, Tell Me. And it'd be like, love, hate, heartbreak. Tell me what you think is going on. Okay, you know what I'm talking about? Y'all know what I'm talking about? There's messages in those songs. So let's get into it because it took me a hot ass minute, right? So all these cards that already fell out when we was talking about it earlier, I don't really have a certain rhyme or reason of how to put these. So we're just going to lay these hoes out, okay? Because I don't know what, as you can see. All right, y'all, so we back. So let's get into this. Wow, we got signs in the building, okay? We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right. And then we have Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra energy. So you can be one of these signs. Okay. This can happen during this season. We are currently in Taurus season. This is a timeless reading. Or ultimately, again, this is a singles reading. So, or the person that is coming your way can be one of these signs. Okay. Just keep those signs in mind. You know, it can just be a confirmation for someone, but it doesn't have to be an actual guarantee. So I did not listen to the whole song because I said, because in a minute, I'm about to go down a rabbit hole of so much other different music from that time, from that era, that y'all was never going to get this reading. And I have more and more songs popping up in my head, okay? So something about music is very significant. For my singles, I feel like, you know, maybe you are an artist. Maybe you create music. Maybe, you know, music is one of your love languages, honey. You know what I'm trying to say? Or, you know, but honestly, wholeheartedly, I'm getting like this person could be channeling you through music, okay? Or they could be communicating with you through music. For some of you guys, I feel like this person can be very telepathic, okay? And they can be from a distance, they're trying to find you and they're finding you by channeling through this music. I know that sounds crazy, but if we can do all this other shit in the world, if we can find out about portals and all this other stuff, then nothing about what I'm saying can be crazy, okay? I'm getting like Mason, I'm getting sorcery, something of that sort. So I could be talking to someone who is a Mason, okay? Or this person could be a Mason, or they could have grew up within that, okay? They could have grandparents or something of that sort that was a Mason, something of that. But I'm getting heavy of that, okay? And you know, Masons are, picking up heavy Mason, heavy sorcery, okay? I'm picking up like that type of energy. However, we do know at the end of the day that's nothing but a fraternity. So this person could have been in some sort of fraternity as well, or you know, some sort of member group or organization, okay? Something of that sort. They're either in it now or once upon a time, you know. I mean, if you're in a fraternity, you're in a fraternity forever, you know what I'm trying to say, even after you graduate. So something about that energy is very prevalent, okay? Something about that energy is very, very, very prevalent. Heavy on that Mason though. It's like, again, maybe one of their family members, maybe they are, you know, maybe they were, I don't know, but put a pin in that for some of you guys, okay? So let's get into this, because again, this is a singles reading, so we're trying to figure out what's going on for all my singles, okay? And who's coming in and why, and what are they coming in to bring, okay? That's what we want to know. Oh, it's crazy how many songs I have stuck in my head. You know, every time I do a singles reading, I feel like there's always a hoe that's trying to come back. Like, man, please, right, look at that. Don't be back, let go. Like, please leave us alone. Don't nobody want somebody coming back. This was date night. It didn't flip out the deck, but it was like this, okay? So I just want to show you guys that. Must be love on the ground. You feel me? Wow, that did a full 360, blowing kisses. All right, let's see, guys. Let's get into this because it took me a minute, huh? I'm like, dang, 7 minutes in, I ain't even said nothing. All right, I think this is nice and neat and in order. All right, this is a singles reading. Thank you for bearing with a bitch like me, because I mean, honestly, this reading took forever at this point now. All right, so for my singles, come on, we got to find a way to make this truly a singles reading. We don't want to hear about anybody that's coming back. So let's get the obvious out the way. For my singles, you have someone that is, you know, thinking about you, constantly thinking about you, still rereading your text messages, things of that sort. You know, someone, you're still very much in their space and in their energy. You're still taking up a lot of space in their brain. Whoever this person is, you guys have a soul tie. However y'all created that soul tie, I have no idea, but you know, you guys have a soul tie, and I see that it needs to be released, okay? It needs to be undone. So for some of you guys, you might honestly, okay, especially if you've already been thinking about it, this is confirmation. It's time for you to do a cord cutting with this person, okay? Because someone is very heavily pulling on your energy. And you know, of course they're going to come back. Anyone who pulls on our energy is always going to try to come back. You know, we already know over here in the trap house, you know, we got everything that these folks need. Okay. We got that sauce. We got that drip. We got that. Yeah. So motherfuckers is always going to want to come back. Okay. Whether I'm talking to a male or a female, whether I'm talking to, you know, excuse me, someone who's straight, bi, or, you know, homosexual, whatever the case may be. I don't care who you are. What I do know is you got that, yeah, and everybody always want to come back, right? You know this, I know this, we know this. So, you know, it's not about this person coming back per se, because we already know that. And whoever you are, I feel like if you don't know if this person is going to come back, bitch, I ain't talking to you, okay? You ain't got that. Because if you did, you would know, in fact, the person's always going to come back. But we're going to do a separate reading for you. If you single and you want to know about a no contact situation, I'm going to have a different love reading for you. This ain't going to be that, okay? This is strictly for my singles who are ready to mingle, if you know what I'm trying to say. So we have someone that's trying to come back again. Like I said, they could have been looking at your pictures, you know, rereading old text messages, blase, 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 right? But I feel like you've already let this person go. And I feel like when this person does come back around to try to do this 1-2, it's not going to phase you like it used to, or it's not, you know, something about it is going to have like a negative connotation behind it. And it's not they were being negative or you were being negative. It's just like, disgusted, right? So I feel like when this occurs, it sparks this. I mean, you've already been on this new journey, you know, you've already kind of settled into wherever you're at, but it sparks something, it sparks a shift, because by you being like, fuck no, fuck you, or by you not saying anything at all, you're showing the universe like, hey, you're making room. Like you really ready for this new beginning. You really not with it, right? Like you're not allowing whoever this person was with this narcissistic behavior to come back around, right? Now, I feel like I was singing a song when that card flipped out, and I don't know what it is, but y'all with me, so y'all know, right? The person that's trying to come back into your life, they could very well be the earth sign or the air sign as well. But, you know, I just feel like this person is constantly spying on you, things of that sort. You know, I had someone leave a comment one time being like, you're obsessed with the word obsessed. Bitch, I can't help that the energy's pulling on what it's pulling on. When you look at a shit like this, for example, I'm about to use that phrase, okay? Whoever this ex-lover is, whoever this person is from the past, they're still very much stuck in your energy. And if they're still stuck in your energy after all this time, it's given some sort of obsession, right? I mean, look at it. Across the board, we have spy. We have literally stalker, okay? We have obsessed, like, bitch, who, you know, people, baby, I'm famous now, okay? I'm famous now the way these motherfuckers be in the comments, and I just be deleting them, but really I'm about to just let them start staying there, because fuck you, from the bottom of my heart, okay? Please, you know, you want zero problems, like, for real. So, neither here nor there. Whoever this person is, they're still doing that thing, okay? Again, they're very much still in your energy. You're very much still in their energy. And this is why a cord cutting is needed, okay? You know, they might keep their distance from you, but honey, they're still very much, yeah, okay, cool. So now that we got that person out of the way and their bullshit, because you're going to do whatever you choose to do with that. That's why I say if there are no contact and you want them back, maybe you should just go on and go to that reading whenever I do that one, right? Because that might be better for you than this one. So for the rest of us who don't give a fuck about loose neck anybody, okay, we are now, after we say skirt, you know, I said what I said, I'm done with you. We're going to change a shift in our perspective. We're going to change a shift in our reality, should I say. And this is going to allow a revelation. We have a heavy revelation for my singles that's coming in. For a lot of my singles, I'm going to tell you this right now. You might be at the point in your life where, yes, you do want to date. Yes, you do want to be in a relationship. However, you are honoring and protecting yourself, and you're not as loose as you used to be. You're not out here gambling your love away. You're not out here risking it all on somebody that you don't know. You know, you're very much in that space of taking your time, okay? That's another song that popped up in my head. I think it's called Snake Shape or Snake Shape. I think that's their name, and it's Take Your Time, okay? Or Take My Time. That song is very relevant as well. So, right, we have all these different energies and all this different music. So, now, singles. So, once when you have this clarity and this revelation, and you're now at the point where you're honoring and protecting yourself, you are now breaking an old cycle of you just accepting whatever, you know, and you're now creating something that is going to allow you to step into the energy that you're currently looking for, the energy that you want, okay? Again, whoever you are, I feel like, you know, you're not really, again, you're not pressed or rushed to be in a relationship, but you do want something, but you're not giving everybody your time or your energy, okay? And I think that this is well deserved. It's given like Stella got her groove back. Like you're You're back to doing the things that once made you happy. You're back to, you know, finding comfort in who you are and what it is that you do. See, we have sexuality here. Now, what I was going to say earlier before I went down a rabbit hole with some other bullshit is, for some of you guys, you might not be having sex right now, or you might be, again, like I was saying, protecting your energy. You might just, you're not trying to fuck on just anybody, or you're not trying to fuck on anybody from the past, okay? And so I feel like with that occurring, again, it's allowing you to grow and transform, okay? There's no second chances. You're not giving anybody second or third chances, okay? If it's done, it's done, right? And, you know, even though you got some people that you could call all about you getting some, you no longer want their energy. Look at this, healthy choices at the bottom of the deck. You no longer want their energy. They no longer feel good to you, right? So you are now stepping into a period of your life where you are just happier. You're happier. You feel healthier. You know, you can be exercising or just taking care of yourself with this self-love, self-care. Some of you guys can be on a diet or you know, creating better eating choices and eating habits. You know, it's just giving this energy of focusing on yourself. You're going out more with this vacation card. You know, you can be going out more. You can be going actually on trips, traveling, whatever the case may be. But I feel like, you know, by you putting all your energy into yourself, you're opening up your heart, okay, and allowing love to come in, right? So look, wow, I can't make this shit up. I said allowing love to come in, and boom, we got healing hearts here. Yeah, you're opening up your heart and you're healing your heart from all the past karmatic relationships and bullshit, and that's what's bringing in this transformation. Dragonflies are very significant. Then look, we're back to this blowing kisses. So to my singles, by you standing on business with yourself, by you making the price just go up, by you putting quality and quantity within yourself, like by you just taking care of yourself and putting yourself first and giving yourself this unconditional love, by you giving yourself affection, in return, you're bringing in love. Okay, in return, someone is coming in. Look, blooming romance. Someone is coming in and they're very interested in you and they want to go on a date with you. And this person is very romantic, okay? And you guys are going to move at a very fast pace, but it's very stable, fast and stable, very sufficient, should I say, okay? This is someone who, when you meet this person, when they come into your life, you're going to hang out, you're going to go on a date. Then it's like the next day they want to see you. So the next day, maybe you go to the park or something. Then the next day they want to see you. You know, now they bringing you lunch to your job or whatever the case may be. But it's like you guys are going to be moving in a direction where you're going to be moving in a direction where it's like, yeah, it just has to be a relationship. Look, key on a ring, okay, or grounding. So, you know, this can be a one night stand that turns into something very long lasting, okay? So maybe on the first night, y'all get wild and crazy. Y'all having a good time. And maybe you just kind of like, oh, well, fuck it, you know. I fucked up. I should have never did this or that. Or, you know what I'm trying to say? You just kind of like, fuck it. I guess we ain't going to be nothing. When lo and behold, nah, bitch, you stuck. Sorry, you stuck, bruh. I don't know what to tell you. Like, what they say, how you going back funny to me? You put my leg up. You hitting it from the back like, and then you ask me why am I being weird? Okay, that's what it's given. We have manifesting engagement. So yeah, you singles, I'm telling you, because you let go a little loose neck, little no name, okay? Because you could let go a little no name with their narcissistic behavior, and you decided to give them a taste of their own fucking medicine, and then you decided to put back into yourself and refill your own cup up after you let this motherfucker drink. Put their nasty lips on your cup. You decided to sanitize it, clean it, and fill it back up. Now you're manifesting big business. Big business. Now you're manifesting a higher commitment. Now you're manifesting that partnership that you always wanted, okay? And it's coming in. It's coming in. You're doing the thing. You're doing the thing. Because whoever this ex was, I ain't going to tell you, or this situationship, whoever this motherfucker was, okay? They left you heartbroken. And they left you sad and you're really depressed. This is not someone that you wanted to leave. Look, this is not someone that you wanted to leave. You didn't want to leave this person, but this person put you in the middle of, you know, they had you in a third party situationship. And, you know, it doesn't always have to be with another person. They could have put their work before you, or they could have put, you know, their friends before you. They could have just put a bunch of people before you and made you feel like you were nothing, right? But this is someone that you really wanted to be with. This is someone that you really wanted to be with. So by you guys ending your thing, you know, by you guys ending what you have going on, and then you healing yourself, and then when they come back around, by you saying, no, I'm good, you now bring this in. Look, you now bring this in. Wow. So to my singles, you're not going to be single for long. Okay? You're not going to be single from long. Spirit is saying, give it time. Yes. Allow things to flow the way they're supposed to. Don't think you're going to just wake up tomorrow, your Prince Charm is going to be there. Give it a little bit of time. Allow the divine to work. But understand, you're not going to be single for long. For some of you guys, come, if you're catching this in real time, come Cancer season, you're going to already have met this person. You're already going to be, with this person. Okay. One way or another, you're already going to have met this person, or you're going to be with this person. For some of you guys, this narcissist, this ex might try to come in around Cancer season, and you might be like, fuck that. And then now, boom, you walk into this path. It just depends on where you're at in this storyline. Again, this is a timeless reading, meant to find you whenever. Some of you guys can just be a water sign, or this person could be. But I do see you have someone coming in, okay? I do see you have someone. Look, your ancestors are saying, be patient. Be patient, because you do have someone coming in, and this person is going to be the right person. But in the midst of all this, you need to be patient, and you need to continue to live for you. Okay. Now, this person that's coming towards your life, okay, this person is going to be very well off. I seen the gold digger card. So this person is going to come in with already established, okay, already established, and not necessarily looking for anything that you have, okay. However, you know, they'll take what you have, or, you know, they'll give what they have to you. You know, I don't see anyone who's like giving, someone who's just going to take and not give, you know, because I have to watch who I'm talking to. Because I have to make this, you know, kind of generalized for everybody. But this is someone who is well off. This is someone who has their career in order, has their life in order. You know, this is someone who is, who has stability in their life in other forms, so they don't have to worry about, you know, what they have going on with you. Like, you know, their stability is in order, so they can focus on you, is what I guess I'm trying to say, instead of being like, oh, you know, it sucks when you meet a good person, but they're going through a rough patch at the very beginning of when you met them, because the version of them that you're getting is not their fullest. And, you know, sometimes you might not be able to make it through that storm, or sometimes it might be too much for you to bear. So you end up leaving that person alone, you know, because you couldn't handle their dark time, or it was too new for you to deal with their dark side time or side or whatever. Guys, spirit is moving through me. I'm just rushing a mile a minute. Jesus, calm down. But this person who's coming in, they have something going for themselves, okay? And, you know, they're very deliberate in their actions and in the things that they do, okay? And again, I'm talking to someone who is completely single. You're not dealing with anybody. You're not going, you know, you're single, big single, okay? So when this person comes in towards your life, you know, you're going to know off the bat they have their shit in order, but you're going to see how deliberate they are. You're going to see how they take their time. This is someone who's very calculated. And the reason why they're so calculated is because they've gone through so much. They don't want to, they know that rushing causes for more mistakes. Okay. So when they come in, they're going to come in very faithful. They're going to come in very deliberate in everything that they do. It's going to be to show you who they are. This is an open book. Okay. So I hope that you like to read, because this is an open book, but it's up to you to investigate or to open up that book. Okay. You know, this is off subject, but on subject. I have to tell you, because spirit is saying it. For some of you guys, this person might not trust very easily. Doesn't mean they're going to be rude to you, or doesn't mean they're going to, you know, say, oh, I think you X, Y, and Z, but this is why they're taking their time. This is something that for some of you guys, this is going to move very fast. But for other you guys, this is going to be someone who's very calculated with what they do, because they want to make sure you're the one. Like, they're not about to go, you know, with time, this relationship, you're going to be so kept, okay? However that may look for you, with time. But they're not going to just throw out all their money or everything they have at first. You know, they want to make sure you have some sort of substance. They want to make sure that you're real, okay? So this is for my singles, okay? You do have love coming in. You have a higher commitment coming in. You have someone that you're going to be very turned on by, okay? This is not somebody ugly. This is not somebody that you're settling for, okay? But it's going to come in after you prove to the universe that you're done with no name, okay? Look at that. We have the yes and we have the good luck card. So I'm telling you, this is a dead fact, okay? So get ready for that to come in. And you know, you're gonna have someone else come in, someone great, okay? So if this message resonated, please hit that like button. If you are new and you want to join the Trap family, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Other than that, I love you and I love you for free, and I will catch you in my next reading. Peace.